Hey witches. So I've been talking about raising vibes and brain science, so we might as well look at this too. Sorry that the E is cut off at the top, but I wanted it to be this size. So think about where you operate from on a daily basis. Just take a second, look at those 4 choices, and be real with yourself. Where do you normally operate? So as witches, most of us are probably operating in the green right now, in the spiritual reality, knowing that things are done through you. Hopefully you've been able to pass the linear mind where you would think things are done by me, and certainly past the ego, which is like the basic thinking. Some people call it the monkey brain, that things are done to you. That seeing yourself as a victim, don't do that. That slows down your manifestations. It slows you down in general. It's just not a good way to think. You can certainly use your ego in the mundane world to help you out, but you don't use your ego to manifest. You use your subconscious, your unconscious, and your ego all put together, which would be your conscious. So you let it work for you. Some people will say you have to kill your ego to manifest. No, you don't. Just put your ego in check and don't only operate from your ego. So when you're moving from level to level, things will change. The way you operate will change. The way you think will change. So ultimately, you want to get to the purple. That is why a lot of my merch is purple. My little signature shirt that I made, and I've ordered several for my family members. I can't wait for them to get here. But they say Spirit has my back, and they're purple. And that's why, because purple is the color of your third eye, related to that chakra, and the color of royalty. But also, it signifies enlightenment and spirituality. More so enlightenment through spirituality. So when you realize that you're God or goddess of your world, you realize that things are done as me. That you are the intentional creator of every single thing that happens to you. Maybe not when you were a kid, because you couldn't really control anything and you didn't know this. But you have to know that by now, that like attracts like. Good attracts good, bad attracts bad. So have positive thoughts. I did a video on raising your vibrations, and in that video, some other things that you can do is you could sing, you could dance, you could do anything creative. You could write, you could read, paint, draw, write a book, write a song, write a poem. So many different things that you could do, but I didn't add those before. Even starting like a hobby and focusing on your hobby, just any small thing that can take you from a negative state and put you into either a neutral state or hopefully into a positive state. That way you're thinking positive thoughts again, attracting more positive things to you in your life. So get away from that ego and try to think from an enlightened state. And if you can't quite realize that yet, because if you're so religious, and I don't mean that you're just like Christianity, I just mean that you that believe that the higher source controls everything and you have to do things through you, that is better than thinking linear or using your ego, because those are just incorrect. So in witchcraft, we do kind of combine the enlightened states with the spiritual reality. But my challenge to you is, and I do this in my course, is I have you put all your tools away for the entire time, even your candles. Because when you realize that things are done as you realize you don't need any tools. All you need is your brain, and that's it. Just stay hydrated and watch the brain science video, because that will help. Also, the Raising Vibes video will help. I'll link those below. In addition to a few other things you might want to check out, I will link the site for my merch that has all that purple stuff I was talking about, because it's really cute. And Just try to stay in that state of enlightenment. And there's so many YouTube videos on how to get there. I'm not going to make any. When I take you through my course, you'll end up in that state whether you like it or not. But it's just too difficult for me to put all that out there because it's individual for everyone. Some people are way different than others. So anyway, that's all that I have, and blessed be, and good luck on your way to enlightenment, my dears.